Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to Muzurao. Welcome back to another Pro 1v1 match. Today we have a Mad Rage with the super weapon in the cyan color down in the south of Snowy Drought. All the way in the north we have Mod Roll with the China Vanilla in the orange color. This is not a recent replay. Rage has not made a comeback, although we'd very much love him to make a comeback. He has actually not, and this is a replay from just a number of games that Rage and Roll played quite a few months ago now, probably approaching like 10 months ago, something like that, so it is an older one. But sometimes I save these replays and spread them out just so we can still remind ourselves with how good a player Rage was, because he is exceptionally good. So we've got a drop coming from Rage. I think is a little bit of a risk that he doesn't necessarily need to take, but he is quite a creative and quite a creative player, Rage is. And if this slows down Roll enough so he can just get Roll in behind this with Vs and missile defenders, then it will be very, very strong. So yeah, here comes the drop. Roll is going to try and crush this, but the laser lock comes in instant, shuts down the truck, and that second truck is probably going to go down as well, and already that's looking pretty bad there for Roll. Those have been dropped off as well, and he's trying to build a Patriot. He is super weapon, actually. I thought he was USA for a second, but I think we introduced him as super weapon, but in my brain I thought he was USA. Laser lock comes in here on the dozer. Troop Crawler's going to be heading over here, and that EMP I think will be shut down. But as long as Rage takes out these trucks, it has slowed down Roll significantly. Rage now dropping down War Factory, but I just wonder if he's going to be able to deal with this massive blob of infantry. He's probably going to need an ambulance to ironically run over all this infantry. I don't think it's useful for Roll to spread this out too much. You want to keep like 5 or 6 tank hunters together. And he's separated that now. He's got 3 pushing down the right and also a group here in the middle. Maybe he's expecting a V or something. Maybe that's what it is. So Rage just wants to delay this push now as much as possible. But he did take out only 1 truck from that drop. So not sure how optimal that is. But at least he's controlled the game so far. EMP being dropped down on the left-hand side. It's quite a deep EMP. But I think it will still cover that supply perfectly. This dozer is still currently trying to run away. But he's got a second one over here. Is this V realistically going to be able to deal with all of this? The dozer actually decides to turn around and crush some stuff. But with only 3 tank hunters, he always got flashbangs. I like that from Rage. I like that. Did not expect him to have flashbangs, but yeah, he's upgraded to flashbangs straight away. Very, very nice there from Rage. Very nice indeed. He's upgraded to Cold Fusion, dropped down the EMP so that he doesn't go out of power. The Cold Fusion funding the power situation. And Rage is in a good situation now, yeah, with the flashbangs. Those flashbangs do change everything. Are they firing here a lot, though? No, they're not. Roll might just force fire this oil down. He's definitely got the possibility to do that right now. Airfield being dropped down by Roll. I would like to see that 3rd supply before the airfield, to be fair. EMP disables one of the GATs. And Roll's actually going for the oil. Okay, I like that. If he's going for the oils and then an airfield, that's kind of okay, I think. Flashbangs are going to town here. I think Rage can just put 1 flashbang in there, actually, and it will probably deal with all of this stuff. I suppose the infantry could move out of the way a little bit. A GAT is now in the base here of Rage. And the Chinooks are in danger. This is the first clear bit of real danger Rage has been in so far. Rage needs to control this V. Rage has exceptional micro, usually. And showing that here so far. And cleared up everything on the right. So yeah, I think Rage is doing pretty well so far. But the napalm is already out. Takes out one of the Vs. Roll now pushing a little bit deeper into the base, but every minute that Rage, or every second that Rage is not collecting here, is a massive hindrance. Another MiG coming in, and that V is going to go down, takes out the side by a missile defender there as well, but Rage has a number of missile defenders, Rangers chasing away these tank hunters, but Roll is going to get himself probably 2 oils, plus his refinery there at the top right. Yeah, now, I mean, now the MiGs are rolling. That's going to be bad news for Rage. Is he going to make an Avenger? Yeah, what is he gonna do? I'll be surprised if Rage is able to win after losing a few full Vs like that to the Napalm MiGs. Roll's now expanded to a 3rd. Plus, he's got the refinery. 2 oils. Now bunkering in for some gas. Yeah, really deep defenses here from both players. An Avenger is out. I think since the flashbangs are out, maybe the infantry is not the right thing to be making anymore. Maybe make a prop, maybe make a GAT ECM army combined with a mix. I think that'll counter this. You come in and disable or kill the Avengers with the GATs and the ECMs. and then come in with the MiGs and finish off the rest. But yeah, every second that Roll has that oil as well as that one in the top right, he's going to be in a very strong position. He could even drop down another airfield. He's actually building a CC now just in case he gets those hunted. MiGs coming in, hits the Avenger, and that is a perfect strike. You will sacrifice one MiG for one Avenger any day of the week, because you need to keep them Avenger numbers down. If like 3 Avengers or 4 Avengers get up plus a number of Vs, it becomes very, very difficult to crack. But Roll is taking over all of the middle now as well. And he's floating more cash than Rage. Rage looks like he's going to get the oil back and his refinery. That will certainly even things up. He's building a strat as well. He could get Auroras out. The red guard here do get cleared up. Roll is now on a CC. He can produce another dozer and I'll be dropping down like another 2 airfields, something like that. Get on 12 MiGs, and there should be nothing Rage could be able to do against that, because these Avengers are expensive, 2k a piece. The Vs are expensive, 850 a piece. And meanwhile, Roll has got this whole area, so Rage won't be able to push really properly down the left-hand side, or otherwise you'll run into like a bit of a choke point, because you have to hug that whole left side of the map. You can't really push down the middle anywhere there. The only places you can push is there, and anywhere there on the right-hand side. So he's limited where he can push. He's going to choose the right side. Search and Destroy is deployed. Roll immediately beacons it so he knows where it is. Because maybe not everyone knows, but when Search and Destroy is deployed, let's say you're Roll and you're looking around your base like this, you'd press spacebar and it'll take you to the Search and Destroy just automatically. Even if it's under the fog, the spacebar does that. So Rage has got 3 Avengers out now. Is that going to be enough against this amount of MiGs? So Roll has 2 airfields only. He's got 6k in the bank, so he could drop down another one. He needs to spend some more of his money. I think either GATS ECMs or just more MiGs. But currently this infantry is not quite cutting it for Roll. Yeah, this army is very fragile. Purely dependent on if how this army's microed and decisions about where it goes. If this army gets wiped out, that's 100% GG. But likewise, if Roll comes in for a big MiG strike and it doesn't actually achieve anything, then that can be GG for Roll as well. So, but yeah, I think it's more fragile for Rage. You have to be more cautious pushing out with this. I even think one more Avenger is probably due, because I think that amount of MiGs probably will eventually break through them if they all strike at the same time. I think at least like 2 Avengers might go down if that strike does come in. Rage tried to get this. He's planting some bombs everywhere else. Is he going to lose that Colonel Burton though? It's going to be close. Going to be close because the Red Guard are right here. Does plant the bombs. Okay, that's nice there from Rage, but it does lose the Colonel Burton in the end anyway, but it's going to get 200 XP from that. Rage is amassing more and more Vs. Roll's floating 10k. Definitely not optimal play there from Roll. But, I mean, he is ahead. He's got Infernos coming now as well. You always see Super Weapon in a more low economy game going into the mid to late stages, don't you? You always see the other army will take over all the map. It's a Super Weapon that actually it's a more lower economy. You have to be really efficient because the Vs are more expensive. But if you do get to that late game stage and you do get a decent economy rolling, it can be very formidable because, yeah, running into EMPs, line of defenses, this is pretty much the strongest defense in the game. Just one EMP, $900, and just shuts down a whole army. If you've got an ECM in the army, the whole thing there will be disabled in one volley. So yeah, Roll deciding which units to move out. Another deep defense, by the way, which doesn't even protect his supply from a push here. Another really deep supply. Sorry, another really deep defense. He's got the chain guns upgrade. I would say he needs to keep his GATS ECMs with the Infernos. But the Infernos for now are pushing this army to the right hand side. Infernos and GATS could just camp here. Could also camp here. It's going to be really hard for Rage to take that. It's turned into quite a nice game, to be honest. I just wonder if Roll's economy is just too great. No one really committing to a big full-on engagement here at the moment. Inferno is now moving in, and Rage could walk into a death trap here. Oh, no Firestorm. Oh, he could lose a ton of stuff. Oh my god. Oh my god. I told you, man, how fragile this army is, and Rage must be kicking himself, man. He's just lost all of his Avengers. Was that like 4 or 3? Was it 3 Avengers and an Ambo? That is very bad. I mean, with them Avengers, it was looking good, but all of a sudden now, yeah, I've decided Roll has 100% won this. There can't be any way Rage is going to be able to hold on. Surely not. Roll does run into an EMP, though, and it's disabled a few of the army. Oh, Rage. Oh, man, that's such a shame for Rage. Oh, he's literally been firestormed off the map. He opened, like, so well, man. Like, getting the flashbangs early with that little kind of funky drop. I just wonder if a drop ever achieves enough against the China Vanilla. Is there a need to do it? If you're going to do it, would you just drop off 2 MDs just to harass a little bit into a faster... yeah, into a faster war factory or not? I don't know, but it's looking very bad for Rage now. Rage is typically one to stay into the game until the very end. Has he just forgotten about Auroras? Why hasn't he built an airfield? Because that could have changed things there. If an Aurora sacrificed itself and killed all of them Infernos, that could have worked. I wonder if Rage is AFK right now. Is he chatting to Roll to make him suffer to an A10? That's a real nice A10, by the way. Spectre gunship moving in on Roll's base. That's a nice Spectre. It looks like it's firing there, doesn't it? But it's actually firing in the middle. Carpet bomb now moving out. It's going to be on the strategy center, no doubt. Rage now losing Chinooks. Look at this ambitious dozer, man. 3 MiGs on an EMP. Very, very, very bad. Only 1 MiG goes down, though. Inferno just clears the dozer that was building an EMP right next to it. More MiGs coming in. Oh, man. Poor Rage, man. It's been completely wrecked by his MiGs. This is the economy's too great for. Oh, look, he's floating 16k. Where's the Colonel Burton? Oh, Colonel Burton has killed the oil and refinery. Another really deep defense there from Roll. Artillery moving in. What's that going to be on the power plant, probably? Yeah, hits the power. Almost kills the supply as well. Is Rage low power? Oh, that's been killed. The carpet must have killed that and the strat. Yeah, but Roll's just coasting here, isn't he? He's just in cruise mode. No urgency whatsoever. There is a Colonel Burton there. He can't cancel that supply, but he could cancel probably 10 of them supplies and Roll will probably still win. But Rage will try and kill as many units as possible. I know from playing him many times over the years, that's what Rage will do. He'll make you fight until the last missile defender, until the last barracks, until the last dozer and building. But he can do that all he wants here. I just don't know if he's going to be able to withstand this wrath of Roll since his economy got rolling. It's ever since he got them 2 oils in the refinery and Rage let him have that bottom right oil for way too long. And also I think Rage should have gone for an airfield and got Auroras out. That could have tipped the balance in terms of that ground battle. And then once you deal with that ground... Oh, that's painful. Once you deal with that ground army, then you can start just worrying about the air defense. Just make Avengers and EMPs. But yeah, Rage is 100% dead here. But you see what I mean? He literally fights to the death. Does he even have a dozer left? No, he doesn't have a dozer. And he's still making missile defenders. He's still trying. He's probably typing sad face right now when he played this game. Rage just planted a bomb on the dozer. He's just kind of having fun now with the Colonel Burton. Yeah, he's still making missile defenders. He's still trying to make it painful. Just don't know if it's going to make any difference. There's a V out now as well. Roll needs to just move his units. Roll's on like 5k now. He's dropping down a nuke, that's why. It's about 52 MiGs out. Colonel Burton comes in from behind, tries to take out an Inferno. Yeah, without any dozer, Rage has obviously no hope. He's just doing Rage things. Roll just needs to come in now with all of the MiGs to kill all of the buildings. Colonel Burton has been found, but is a MiG going to click on it, or are they just going to go for the kill on the buildings? His supply is going to go down as well, and there's 2 buildings left now for Rage. and he throws in the towel when he only has a power and a supply left. Yeah, GG, well played. A nice one to roll there, getting a win against expert player Rage. But Rage, when he was playing these games, he was kind of rusty. He was still obviously kind of good. But yeah, I'm not convinced that that drop from Super Weapon achieves too much. But that said, though, he did get himself in the end in a nice position. He just walked into a massive Inferno firestorm that killed all of his Avengers, which is obviously very, very bad. But yeah, GG, well played. Let me know what you thought in the comments, and see you in the next one.